Good evening, my friends. I hope you are well. Today we want to talk together about the types of penis length, the flaccid penis and the growing penis. Shower face grower. Okay, first of all, the size of the penis is very important in men's lives. They consider it part of manhood. It is limited to the size of the penis when it is erect and also when it is flaccid. We always see this in men when they are, for example, in the sauna, in the jacuzzi, in the changing rooms, in the swimming pools, in the bathrooms with their friends. They sit and compare each other in the size of the penis when it is flaccid. They compare. Okay, so we want to talk about the types of lengths. Why is a penis very small and compressed when it is flaccid? And when it is erect, its size increases 3 or 4 times. Why is a penis when it is flaccid, it appears large, and when it is erect, it increases by 1 or 2 centimeters? This is what I talked about in the title. Types of penis length: the growing penis or the fixed penis. The penis is the organ that is in a flaccid state, compressed and very small. And when it gets an erection, it increases or swells 3 or 4 times. Scientists call it the penis. As for the penis, the fixed penis that is in a flaccid state, it looks large, but when it gets an erection, it increases by 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, or 3 centimeters. This is the penis or the fixed penis. Okay, let's talk from the beginning. During an erection, what happens? The blood flows to the tissues, which are the corpora cavernosa, along the length of the penis. Erection not only makes the penis hard and firm, but it also increases its length and thickness. Scientists said that there are 2 types of expansion or erection or length types. The type of size when erect is small and compressed, and when it becomes erect, the size of the penis triples or quadruples, and this is what they call the puppy or growing. The second type is that it is originally large in the flaccid state, and is even noticed that it is large when the person is wearing his clothes, and it is obvious while he is wearing his clothes that the penis is large. When the erection occurs, it increases by 1 or 2 or 3 centimeters at most. This is what scientists call fixed expansion or shower or fixed member. Okay, the terms that I talked about, shower, face, grower, these are unscientific terms. Unscientific terms, not medical. These are terms that were mentioned in studies by the International Journal of Impotence Research in America in 2016. Okay, let's go back to the topic of the fixed or growing shower face grower. Okay, what is the difference? What is the difference between the fixed and the growing? The studies that were done on the growing versus the fixed, which is the growing. The penis is compressed and small in a flaccid state, and when it is erect, it triples its size 4 times. Scientists said that usually the coldest areas have a sagging or growing member, meaning the cold areas, because the weather is very cold, for example, like Northern Europe, North America, Russia. The male reproductive organs there, due to the history of evolution, their members in a flaccid state, because the world is very cold, are compressed and small. But when it is erect, their size triples 4 times, okay? Scientists said that the hottest areas, meaning South America, Africa, and the hottest places, usually the male reproductive organ is sagging or fixed. Why? Because in the hottest places, the lowest member is free, and most people are, all members in the world are free. So the member in the flaccid state is big, expanded and big. So when it gets an erection, it increases by 1 or 2 or 3 centimeters. This is what scientists said. Why did 2 types of expansion appear? Why is there a compressed and small member? And when it gets an erection, it increases 3 or 4 times. And why is there a member in the flaccid state that appears to be big and strong, but when it gets an erection, it increases by 1, 2, or 3 centimeters? They said this is because of the cold areas and the hot, free areas. Well, I want to say something to men and women frankly, because the topic is in the comments. The topic has gotten bigger, guys, and I wrote in the comments responses to many men on this topic. The topic is neither about length nor width. Second, the topic is neither about length nor width. Your wife has psychological and emotional needs before her physical needs. If you tighten yourself and secure her psychologically and emotionally and meet her needs, she will not care much if it was your member is shore or drawer. You won't care much. Member 13, 15, 16, or 8. You won't care much about this matter. Why? Because women in the marital relationship and the intimate relationship, 70% of women, God created their orgasm and pleasure, and the peak of pleasure occurs in the clitoral orgasm, which is the caressing of the seed in a man. Write to me in the comments. Go read them. You are beautifying men at the expense of women, because your audience is all men. So you are beautifying men and you say size and length are not important. I do not compliment men. I say, guys, I am speaking and saying, what do scientific studies say? And what does science and medical research say? I do not compliment anyone at the expense of anyone else. Indeed, length and width are not important. Women care about many things before the size of the member. Why do men believe that size is important? And why do women believe that size is important? Because we are taught in our schools, and universities, we do not study sexual culture, and we have taken all our information and all our sexual culture. Where do most of them come from? From pornographic films. Pornographic films bring us people who are not normal, who have had implants, operations, or are masturbating and do strange things. The abnormal people are the rare people whose penis length is larger than 18 centimeters. These are 1% or 2% of the world's penis length is larger than 18 centimeters. They bring us these people, so we think that length and size are important because we get our information from pornographic films. I said that the source of information if pornographic films were a disaster because pornographic films are not a good source of information and sexual culture. This is information. The larger the penis, the more painful it is for the woman and the less pleasure women get. End. 70% of them reach orgasm through vaginal orgasm. Only 30% of women need it with foreplay. You have orgasm that you do not know anything about, which is nipple orgasm or G-spot orgasm. Or the G-spot you don't know anything about. You don't know that a woman can reach complete pleasure, climax, and orgasm through deep kissing, teasing the nipples, teasing the seed, or teasing the G-spot without. I said it before, neither length nor thickness are important. The important things are 3 things. Exercise regularly so that your erection remains strong, so that there is blood flow and easy pumping of blood to the reproductive organ. Maintain a healthy diet. Maintain a healthy sleep. Sleep at night for 8 hours, from 6 to 8 hours. And a healthy diet that contains protein, fruits, vegetables, legumes, seeds, and nuts. Those who are very interested and send me messages in the comments, I am 14, I am 15, I am 18, I am 19, I am 20, I am 25. These numbers are not important. The numbers you are talking about length and thickness are not important. What is important are your blood pressure numbers, cholesterol numbers, triglyceride numbers, and sugar numbers, because these are the things that will affect the erection if your blood pressure is high. If your cholesterol is high, your triglycerides are high, and your sugar is high, then your erection is 0. It doesn't matter if you send in the comments and brag that you are 20, 21, 19, or 18. Go and do a blood test and measure your blood pressure and see what your blood pressure is, what your sugar is, what your cholesterol is, and what your triglycerides are, because these numbers are what will affect your ability to get an erection and your sexual ability with your wife. Second, American scientists in American studies said that there are two types of penis length: the shower, face, grower. The shower face grower is the fixed one, and the grower is the one that is in the flaccid state, small and compressed. And when it gets an erection, it increases 3 or 4 times. This is the grower or the grower. The shower face grower is the fixed one that is in the flaccid state, large, and increases in the erection state by 1, 2, or 3 centimeters at most. I hope you liked the video, and tell me in the comments your opinions and any topic you would like me to talk about. Write it to me, and if you liked the video, put it on me like, and subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button. I love you, my friends. Miss M.